Hello and welcome back to my workshop. The other day I bought a new phone, so it should be producing better quality video. And I also had my friend around who's teaching me machining. He doesn't want to be identified, but he's been very helpful. So the main thing we did was to have a look at the new Starrett surface plate, new to me, and we decided it actually was in very good condition, which is really nice to know, and I got it for a very good price. So it's a 400mm by 600mm, 2 foot by 3 foot. And one of the things we did the other day was to take the RAM face down on the surface plate, and we could not get a tooth hour feeler gauge between the plate and the RAM, which probably tells us that there's not an enormous amount of wear on it. I spent some time previously scraping it to remove some galling, and that's all gone. So this part at least is looking in pretty good shape, and the surface plate is turning out to be quite handy. So that's all pretty good. Now I'll move on to the next bit on the shaper. On the shaper, I've previously removed the table, and that's a very heavy thing. It's a tilting table, and the tilting is jammed, so that will have to be fixed. The other thing that we removed a couple of days ago is the saddle, and that's a reasonably heavy piece of metal by itself, but that is now off as well, so that's another thing off. The next thing to come off is the drive pulleys and the clutch mechanism, and when that's off, we should have reduced the weight enough that we can undo the bolts holding the shaper onto the base, and then tilt it over, and we believe that we should be able to remove the rocking arm through the bottom of the shaper. So that is what this is all leading up to, and it's good to be getting close to be able to do that. So that's very nice. And I've also got some other news. I've started volunteering at Steam Rail in Newport in Melbourne, and I'm working in the locomotive team, which means I'm doing metalwork. And I've had a look at their machine room. It's an enormous machine room, and it's got a whole heap of machines that I'd ideally like to learn how to use. I don't have room to put them in at home. So that looks like a really good opportunity for me to improve my skills and also become familiar with a big range of machines. So, gosh, they had a really enormous wheel lathe in there, which is still being tidied up, getting ready to operate. A big, it looked like a 24-inch metal shaper. I'll see if I can put a photo of that into the presentation. And horizontal boring machine, a couple of lathes, a universal milling machine, a Cincinnati, a really large range of machines. I've only mentioned a few of them there. So that is all really good and opportunity for the future. The door on my workshop was broken a little bit when we was putting the surface plate in. It was very difficult to get the ute, the small truck, into the workshop, and we sort of bruised the side of one of the doors. But the friend who did that has been around and he's fixed it, and he's done a very good job. So thank you, the other Paul, for that. That is really good. Nice to have it all working just so. Here we have another little project I'm working on, and this one is a tool holder for the Douglas metal shaper. And I'm making it slightly different than other people have done. A common way to do it is to turn a round piece of metal and then weld it onto the other piece, the piece that goes in the tool holder. But I thought, well, welding is only so strong, so I've made it entirely out of one piece of metal. That's why the tool holder end of it is of a hexagonal shape. So I've got a bit more work to do on this, and I'll have a nice new tool holder, which will be pretty good. So that brings us to the end of my roundup of what I've been up to, and yes, we'll come back in a week or two and see where I'm up to then. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.